So yeah, I think the last stream crashed because I was going too fast. Let's slow down, Ricky Bobby. What is weird though is where then did the rest of these images go? We only have the one. So that's part of Recon Delta's thing too. Let's see if I can shock the system a little bit. It's weird because it says there's more pages, right? It's weird, we're going to have to come back to that one. So, let's go back real quick. Back to creations, back to championships. We have one now, so we can edit it. And the thing that we do, God, that does look good. The thing that we do now is go to the front plate, images, custom images. We get our TSW, apply. Let's look at the strap. This should be interesting. So yeah, we can change it up. It is kind of nice though that they did this version of. We can. We can change the colors if we wanted. I don't know. I kind of like this version. I like it being black. So now we could go to play, right? We won't do this whole thing, but one-on-one. We haven't done any custom matches yet, so we got so much stuff we got to do as far as recreating things. So we female. Before we do that, though, we would have to have done this to really get to see the belt. Title management. Custom championships. Let's put it on Asuka so we can watch her entrance. And we'll watch her put it on the line just briefly. This will be the first time I've seen the game played in person, so let's just see. Female Asuka versus Becky Lynch. So yeah, let's just see. Let's see how it goes. At least for a little bit.
The following champion versus champion contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Women's Cruiserweight Championship.
That's pretty interesting. Like, if you look out, look at that arena. We get to see a couple of championship belts. Now, what's really interesting to note is she's got a jacket on. Normally, there would have been a ton of clipping going through that jacket, and that title belt. And there wasn't. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. You can see the camera angles are different. Arena's a lot brighter, a lot different there too. So that's going to be interesting to see what we can do with that. Camera angles are a lot closer out too. Now here comes our title belt. The Empress of Tomorrow. See, so she's got on a jacket. Normally there'd be clipping going through, but it's brought that title belt in, and damn, that's a good looking title belt. If we're gonna tweak it and play around with it a little bit more, but the titles look way different. What do you guys think about the titles? Holy cow. What is going on, GC Rock? Welcome to the stream, brother. Look at, that's our first thing that we've created so far. Not the character, but the title belt she's wearing. It looks different. As close as I could. Yeah, it is a big day. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. People are sleeping, so I'm trying to keep it down a little bit. Oh, what a great entrance that is. Title belts look good. Entrance looks good. Look at the arena. So with that much different, and this was back when they had the COVID. See that? They have all the boards up. That's funny.
Introducing the challenger from Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch. And introducing the champion from Osaka, Japan.
Look at that title belt.
She's the Women's Cruiserweight Champion, Asuka.
Yeah, the titles. Now, you saw what it looked like. Yeah, so they've got the real crowds, too. This is just one version of, they call it the Thunderdome. Since they couldn't be on there, but to kind of still give kind of a smart idea. So they brought in a bunch of screens and a bunch of fans could log in, and then it shows them watching the match at home. These guys that are on these screens are mostly the dev team. But this is the first match we're even watching to see how this looks. So I hope we can get those off, but if you remember back in 2K20, you couldn't. They were on there. So I don't know that we can take them off. But if that's on there, up in the upper left-hand corner, you also have how well the match is going. Is it a 5-star match? And it's based off variety and a lot of other things. So, I mean, that's kind of cool, but this is going to be like going from Division 1 to Division 2. The movement is going to be a little bit different. It is going to take us a second to get used to the movements again. What do you guys think about this camera angle, though? I heard there's no way to change that, but it kind of makes you feel like you're almost up in this match a little bit more. There's things about it that looks a lot more realistic. Straight missed that one. Thank you, Simba. It looks a little more realistic too, in the fact that she doesn't have to line up perfectly, then hit the rope and come back. See, she went over and hit the rope and then adjusted as she was running. Referee's telling me to get off that top rope. Well, you get off that top rope. You got time for your business. That's what we're going to have to get into a few of these things and see if we can turn them off. After this, we'll get into doing our first person. So I'm interested too to see. I know there's a bunch of different like face masks right now, so that'll be good. We'll have more variety on that. It'll be interesting too if that match meter stays up there. But here we go.
Here's your winner and new Women's Cruiserweight Champion, Becky Lynch.
Yeah, that's you're right, absolutely right, Simba. There are some new moves, some new finishing moves, some new stuff. So we're going to be able to make, some of them are close. Like I saw a few of them and I'm like, ooh, it's kind of close, but this one looks better. So we're going to be able to take that move and put it on to somebody. Here's something. Let's look at this. Let's see if we can find this. Here's something I haven't seen anybody show. Okay, creations, video. You guys want to see how long it takes to create a video? Custom videos, yep. So, cutscene. Universe. Victory. Now, if it's like the last one, 28 is a cool one. Of course, they're going to have switched it up on me. It's going to take me a while to go back through and find the right ones. It'd be nice if they would kind of semi-group them together, though. You know what I mean? So you can customize, like that's the cutscene, and these are the two people, but then you can customize, like, I can make the guy holding that belt right now, GC Rock, and the guy on the ground, Totes my goats, and now GC Rock's ran into the ring and used my own title belt against me and hit me in the head with it, right? And it takes a while, and you can do things where you overlay. We don't have the stuff yet, so let's check one more time. Community online creations, image uploader. Why won't it let me do it? I wonder if I got to get out of here. Let's see if we took that and deleted one. And we took that and we uploaded this one. Seeing if I could trick the system real quick. And we backed up. We put our left foot in and then we put our right foot out. Son of a motherless goat. I have got to go back and re-upload all these images. That's nice. I'll give you 10 guesses which one I'm doing first, Dave. 10 guesses. And if in those 10 guesses you guess Totes, you're probably right. Because Totes is going to end up being one of our characters for the My Rise, which is like the history, which we'll be doing that also. We'll be doing the My Rise. Which means at some point I have to learn the controls of this game. And you know me, I typically don't play this game. But we're going to be doing, and pretty soon SC Jumpman's going to be on here as well. And then we're just going to be getting after it. Oh, good Lord. Yeah, we had a strange occurrence happen. Like, I know you guys can't see what I'm doing right now. I wonder if I could do multiple. I did this. Then hit delete. Perfect. We're going to upload a few of the ones that we know Totes needs for right now. To be honest, it's kind of hard to tell. Which ones will Totes really need? Hold on one second, guys. I had this all preloaded, and then when the game crashed, it also did something to the computer to where then all those image files that were supposed to be uploaded to the game, it no longer allowed them to be uploaded to the game either. We are going to just grab a few of the different tattoo ones real quick. Okay. I'll grab a couple of those. Let's grab I'm going to grab a couple face scans. Really need more of the TSW logos. At least these two. And then let's get this one. Hey, what's going on, Sub-Zero? Hold on, a couple. I'm just 2 more photos that we're going to upload. Then we are on our way to creating our first wrestler. So we've got our first title belt already. I think that's good for now. So we back up here. We go back in. Some of these face scans, I don't know how they're going to work. So it should be interesting. Instead of getting overzealous on some of this stuff, we're going to not get so overzealous on some of this stuff. And because I don't know if it'll let me go back to the right page, I'm going to make sure we get this second page. And so that's a good thing to know. Let's see, 315. So 15, even though it says we can upload 50, we don't want to upload more than 15 at a time. We are right now going through and recreating everything that we've ever done in 2K19 back into 2K20. If you've guessed it's going to be hundreds and hundreds of hours of work, you have guessed correctly. So, what we want to do is get what we can, probably like 15 male wrestlers. Honestly, we need 11 wrestlers. We need 5 female wrestlers and 6 male wrestlers to get started on the next, not the TSW version, but the NXT version, to where we can kind of get into we're just going to call you Divvy if that's cool. But hey, welcome to the stream, Divvy. So almost done with this, and then we're going to get on. Dude, you guys don't even know. I am Totes my goats. Yep, that is who I am. You know what's funny? I think even if somebody could check this, I even think the TSW Discord is actually down in mine. Hey, Morning Cross, what's... Oh, yeah, it is something. But so let's get started on the first one. The toadiest of the magodiest. Yep. So one way that we could speed things up, just to show you guys, one way, if we go to downloads and we're looking for the superstars. And we found, you see that kind of looks like Cecil Davis, right? There'll be things in here where people have applied the face textures, which is all we need, right? Oh, look at this, Cody Rhodes. Don't know why they would recreate Austin Theory. Big Show, nice. But we could go in here a little bit later and see if we can't find some of them where they've got basically give us a little bit of a head start, you know what I mean? Oh, we're going to create a superstar right now. That is what we do. We have 70 of them to create. We're obviously not going to be able to create all of them today. But yeah, you could see. We could go in there and do that. That is not a great sting. So that is awesome. And me and SE Jumpman talked about doing that. I mean, we have to create our stuff, but so here's the thing that I've been waiting and waiting to do. Well, if you need help leveling, I know a couple people that do it. Okay, new custom superstar. Male. This is the part that's different, and this is why they've done things to where it doesn't clip anymore. And hold on, I've written down people's heights and weights. That way we can at least be semi-close to what we were doing before. Look at this, big notebook just full of stuff. And it has the plan in there. So 6'4", 262. It is. This game's on everything. It's on PC. It's on PS4, 5. It's on Xbox and Xbox Series X. So heavyweight. Ooh, look at this guy. Super heavyweight. Hey, I'm going to tell you, too, we are going to have a super heavyweight in the men's division. Who's it going to be? Don't know. So these guys, it's based on weight. So you can go current persona. You can actually come in here and pick outfits. You know, if that's where you wanted to start, like, you know. We don't need all that, to be honest, but so we're gonna keep it here for us right now. Call that good. We're actually gonna try to go with Totes and Goats. But let's see what we can actually name. So we know that, right? But let's see if they have any new stuff in here for us. Yeah, we knew they weren't gonna have Totes and Goats, right? But I wonder though. Interesting. Okay. Guys, too, remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on bell notifications so you don't miss any time. We are going to be running a lot of different things. We're going to be running the My Rise career. We have our own universe. If you're not privy to it, there are people in the chat that can tell you about it. And you keep showing up in the chat, you probably end up showing up as one of these created wrestlers on here. We currently have 70 in our league. But we're going to be doing an NXT series with it, and we're going to be doing a TSW series with it. So definitely different stuff. Okay, let's go to face. Let's try this. Yeah. So we got to start there. Where's the one I downloaded a little bit ago? I don't know. Let's try this one. So this is how it starts. In here, you just want to kind of get it, like, we have the lips pretty close, eyes are off, right? Here, we got the eyes on. Oh, mouse a little bit more on. Okay. There we go. So now is where we kind of get into the fine tuning of the eyes. Move the whole thing. Hey, what's going on, Wayne? Welcome to the stream, brother. We are just doing some stuff. Okay, we got that right. There we go. Gosh dang it. Hold on, first let's just get that going. Like, and it looks like it's so right, you know what I mean? You like look at it and you're like, oh yeah, we got nailing this right now. And it turns out you're not nailing it at all when you look at the actual picture over there. See, and this is the easy way. This is how Hogan ended up red last time. You guys are like, how's he red? That's how. So you want to find one that kind of blends it back in, right? To the face. So it takes a lot longer than this. I don't think you guys want to sit here and watch me do this face texture forever. That's the idea of it, right? But yeah, it does take a little bit of time. The face texture is almost like the biggest reason why things are going on. I'm glad there's going to be just every single time. So we know we have a heavyweight right now. Ooh, look at that. Big old bad totes my goats. Yeah, let's go with that one. We have that. But there's got to be a place. There's got to be a place. Maybe personal information? It's performance. Cast performance. You can quickly customize the entry. Nice. Yeah, not worried about that. So back to body. 6'2", that's fine, but then how do I change that? Default, no. Body type. No. Yeah, here we go. Height. Oh. That's weight. We need 262 on the weight. That's what we were in the other game. Okay. Okay, huh? Just because you're 6'4" doesn't mean You're a super heavyweight. Oh, that is weird. That is weird.
What is happening?
What is going on, brother?
Got the baby boy off to daycare, and now I am loading in.
That is cool. We have been doing this and learning some stuff. We're just getting into actually creating wrestlers right now, though.
Okay. Good stuff. But,
Dave was wondering which was going to be the first wrestler I created.
Oh. What was the answer? Dave? Do you have to create Dave first?
I told Dave I'd give him 10 guesses which Totes My Goats character I was going to create first. God, I did. So we have created our first title belt.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
And it is amazing.
Yeah?
So then we watched our first match. So the camera angles are a little different.
Okay.
But cool. Like it, I think it's just going to take a second to get used to, you know?
Yep.
So I just showed them how to do a face texture, which is going to take me a lot longer to actually perfect it. But edit attire. And it's different. Like just navigating in and out of some of this stuff is a little bit different. A lot the same, but different. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, they probably just polished a few things and put things in places they didn't have before, I'm sure.
That is going to be Witcher's hairdo right there.
Awesome.
So that will be
live.
fun.
You're currently in a voice chat. Yeah. All right. We're doing that. And then I'm live. You're live.
Everybody is live.
Woo! Okay, so creations. Superstar. Art. Custom superstar. Jumpman.
It's going to be super cool when this thing stops telling me what to do. I'm like, come on, thing. What's going on, Life Share? Welcome to the stream, brother.
All right. I think I want to be high flyer. That's my problem. All right.
What's going on in video? Show, but yeah, I will do that as soon as we get through this.
I think the high flyer would be fun.
Yeah. Oh, they've got better chin beard things.
Oh, nice. Right, so persona. Oh yeah, that looks good. Okay. Now explain to me what a persona is, because I'm new to this. So what is
So persona's preset. All it is preset clothing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know. It sounds like I was like, oh, this is gonna be cool. My guy's gonna be an ex like military guy. It's gonna be awesome.
Right.
Yeah. Turns out that's not what that is.
Oh, okay. So, okay. So Do I have to pick one of those, or can I make my own kind of thing?
Yeah, I just went to base to do my own.
Okay. SC.
For now, I guess we'll do that.
5. Name for your abbreviated name, entrance name, and account name. Yeah, that's fine.
The new face paints. Here we go.
Nice.
I am going to be really, really shocked if they don't. Yeah, what? I don't think they have like technically have Sting's face paint on here.
Oh.
They have things that look semi-close so far.
Right.
But because he's not in the game, because he's wrestling for AEW.
Yeah. Oh, that
Yeah.
sucks.
They don't technically have it in here.
And how old is he now? How old is Sting to be wrestling?
He is 60, I think 4. He's 62 or 64 years old.
Shit.
And he jumped off of a thing, I think at the top rope onto a table on the outside of the ring this past like Wednesday night or Thursday night, something like that. At 60 something years old.
That's, yeah, no. I think I'm good.
I can't believe he's still doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Trust me.
All right, so
You
we
mess
got
with
the...
face templates, or did you actually like go in and like mold?
So I do. You don't have to. It will take you forever if you're not used to doing it.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Yeah, if we can just you create like the base person, height, weight, size, what their ring attire is for the most part. There is no download limits, so that's another thing that I spent a whole bunch of time doing. Oh, that is different. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, hold on. So body tattoos, when you do trick, let's see if we can find one real quick. Oh, look at Mr. Rhymer here. Here's a little trick. Let's see if we can do one real quick. It's the opacity when you do it.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
When you make it like, I don't know how it'll be on this one, but on mine it was like 180 seemed to be the right. I think it starts at like 255.
Okay.
Oddly, that was the tattoo that I actually had in the other game.
Nice.
Hey, welcome to the stream, BB10. How you doing? Yeah, I didn't actually see it. I just heard about it, Rowdy. So you probably know a lot more about that Sting jump than I do. But I was just shocked to even hear about it. Like, I can't even imagine. Very cool. I appreciate that. When we really get in today, oh, so they did it from 100. So it looks like 85, 80 to 85. Because then it dulls it up a little bit, and it's not so like, in your face. You know what I mean? Then it looks like a real tattoo.
Why won't my veins stay?
Are you hitting accept?
I am now. That I had my patience level was not there for that screen. This is gonna be like something. You remember Bane from like the mid '90s Batman, like in the
Yeah,
movie?
yeah.
That's what I'm doing. He's gonna be all veined out.
Oh, that'll be cool. That'll be cool.
I think so. I'm
Yeah,
excited.
so
I haven't created wrestlers in like 15 years. I'm super excited for this. Like you have no idea.
no, I am with you. So like 2 years ago, we were sitting um in Missouri at my buddy's house, and I'm like, I hadn't watched wrestling in I don't know how long.
Right.
And we're not gonna do that. So I don't know how long it had been since I'd even watched wrestling. Back in the Sting and Stone Cold those days. We talked about that, but
Oh yeah.
and so I just get this thing. The thing that I do where I let the computer play it out and I just announce, I've done since I was a little kid.
Oh really?
Yeah, not so much the announcing part of it. Like in my head, I would do it, but I would keep the stats and the wins and the loss records, and I would pit them again, and I would write the storylines, and um,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah. So I've been doing this for like that part of it for a long time. Left arm, yeah. And so then to get to start doing it here, and then for other people to enjoy it, where they're like, "Oh, this is amazing." And I'm like, "Huh? Well, I didn't think.
Yeah, it was super cool to watch when you first started doing it. I don't know, it was a while back, like, but it was cool. Like, I don't know, I just really, because back in the day it was like WCW versus NWO on the Nintendo 64, and we used to, me and
Yeah,
my buddies would just, and then I think Raw, was it Raw is War? You
yeah,
could full on create your guys down to the moves, right? So I would spend hours creating different people or myself, just myself or whatever. So when they announced they were making a new one of these, I was like, oh yes, like I will be right, I will be in line for one of those.
yeah.
And
I
yeah, I
was.
didn't know what you were gonna do. I was glad you were kicking it back off. Sure.
Yeah, I was super pumped up when they started when all of this, and then they're gonna make a new one, and finally one that worked, and like,
I know, yeah, because 20, what was it? 20 was a disaster. I saw some of just some of the glitches made, YouTube stuff, and it was pretty fun. I mean, I thought it was funny, but it had to be a kick in the pants for them. But
oh my God, it was so. I don't know that, right? I hear that back in the day it had some problems, so I ended up buying it. I spent $100 on the game. I
right.
buy, and then it just keeps crashing and crashing and
Hmm.
crashing and crashing. I'm like, I'd be in the middle of this, like trying to stream it. Like I deleted a bunch of streams off of my YouTube channel just because I'm like, that's trash. Like, what? Ah, this is trash.
Yeah, it was wild. Like, and then I mean, good for them for taking 2 years to like rectify whatever it is that needed rectifying. You know what I mean? Like, oh,
Yeah, and that's going to be the weird thing on this one. Like, everybody wanted the My GM mode to come back, and
hmm,
it has, except it sucks. Like, I haven't even played it. I've seen enough of it to know it's going to suck. But what I'm really hoping for is that it's the base, right? Because they had to
hmm.
recreate everything again. So I'm just hoping, okay, look, this is a base thing, and go
And
from there.
it'll evolve
Yeah, yeah. As
as
long as it
time.
evolves, like next year, like, oh, hey, this is what's better. Okay, I'm down.
I'm sorry, I found Guile from Street Fighter's haircut.
Yeah,
That's happening.
that's
Yeah,
happening right now.
that is happening. What was it, green in the game?
Yeah, I think.
Was
Well,
it
I
like a
think it was
lime
multiple
green?
different colors depending on which.
Yeah, which outfit he had.
Yeah.
I love me some style.
Okay, we're gonna leave the tattoos alone for right now. We've done what we can do.
What is that?
I'm serious. After every single match that I do, I go back in and I start tweaking tattoos on multiple. Like, there's 70 wrestlers,
Oh yeah,
and
that's what you
I
were
will
saying.
start. Yeah, I'll start tweaking stuff on like 35 of them before the
Oh
next
wow.
one, which is in like 2 days. Just little things here and there, right? I'm like, oh, this, and like Jane goes, hey, what if I had Bobcats written down my leg instead of the Golden Truth? Now that I'm not doing that, and I'm like, yeah, let's
That
do
would be
that.
cool, right?
So I'll go in and do that. So let's get rid of that.
Shiny. I'm gonna. Why not? Mm-hmm.
Oh, here we go, wrestling tights. Let's see the new stuff. Oh, that's Hogan's old tights right there. Oh,
Oh,
I like
oh yeah. I am a real Oh,
that. Man, so the first time I see Hogan is on Rocky 2,
oh
Thunder
really?
Lips. And then that's what made me want to start watching wrestling. So then I start
How was
watching a
I?
little bit of wrestling, there, but it wasn't until WCW came with the NWO, like when that whole thing, where it went from cartoons, like I used to watch it, right? But I was like, oh, it's
Yeah.
cool. I wasn't that into it. But when it went from what seemed cartoons to more real,
Yes.
not real as in the ring, but like real life storylines, that's when they hooked me. Where I was like, oh my gosh.
I. Yeah, it was probably about the same time. Like I was a little bit. What was it? 95, 95, 96, probably. So right before like the Attitude Era, like really got going with all that. I was starting to watch it, and then my uncle and them took me to a house show in Florida.
Uh huh.
Shawn Michaels. I still have the pictures. I'll have to find them. Shawn Michaels was there. Diesel was there. Like it was everybody, and like I was probably 6 inches away from Shawn Michaels' coolest moment of my like 8-year-old life, right?
That is
And
bad.
yeah, it was. And then and then it went into Nitro, and so I would flip back and forth like a crazed, you know, kid trying to keep up with, you know, Stone Cold was stunning or whatever, and then who had NWO, gotten, and it was
Yeah.
like for me that was the peak of me watching wrestling. And we'd get
Yeah.
together at buddies' houses and shit and watch pay-per-views and it
Hey,
was
welcome to the
fantastic.
stream, Omar. Hey, yeah. So my buddy, I'll never forget this. He tells the story to this day. He wanted to watch the WWE pay per view, and I'm more. So he's more into WWE. I'm more into WCW, but we're into both, right?
Right.
And so but he wants to watch it. I'm in the army. One of my army buddies, his wife is like, no. So he ends up coming out to my house, and I'm like, dude, just come out to my house. I'll get it, and we'll watch it at my house. And so she drives him out to the house, and she's like, look, I know you guys are going to be drinking. Just don't get him super drunk. Now, I bought a case of natural light just to pour all over ourselves when Stone Cold came out. Not even a drink, right? Just a so beer everywhere. And so I've got the TV facing so you can see outside, like we can watch it from outside. I can
Right.
still see it. And Stone Cold comes out, and we jump outside. And we're like, hell yeah! I got a title belt. I'll find my
I
title
lo-
belt next time we stream. I've got a real title belt, like the WCW title belt. We're smashing beers against it, like it's
I love it. That's fantastic. Yeah, see, I had the cheap Walmart one like back then, and
yeah.
we would go like on trampolines. You know how many pairs of glasses my mom had to replace because I'm jumping on a trampoline, and I'm just filling up my Keurig right now, so I need some more coffee. Um, but yeah, my mom was like, "Did you really break another damn pair of glasses?" Because we'd be on a trampoline, like trying to stun somebody or trying to
Yeah.
pedigree somebody.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
we do all that too. Yep.
it
Hell
was a
yeah.
good time, man. Like it was all the kids in the neighborhood. We had a little, like, I lived in Indiana for a while. A little, bunch of kids the same age, right? We were all went to school together, so we all, like, once we got into wrestling, like, it was somebody's house, right, on a Monday night or on a,
Yeah.
it was awesome. I miss
Yeah,
that. That's
that's
why
the
when I,
stuff. We used to
yeah.
suplex each other on trampolines.
Yes. I'll tell you how far back it goes for me. I still have my wrestling buddy. You remember the wrestling buddies that came out? Like,
Yep.
I still have my Ultimate Warrior wrestling buddy.
Oh, that is funny.
And yeah, I hate to say it, like, there's nothing in the Attitude Era, like, as just goofy as that was, and is pushing the envelope, like with the when they put Stephanie McMahon on the cross. Shit, I
Yeah.
remember the look on my mom's face. It's like, what are you watching? Like, what are we doing? Like, am I letting you watch this? I remember what she said to me, and I'm like, yeah, like, are you kidding
This is
me?
happening
Like,
right now, Mom.
the Undertaker stole it. Like, come on. And then I remember she broke my heart when I was like 5 and told me that it wasn't real. And I'm like, what do you mean?
So I was so opposite of the real thing. Like I knew from the jump. I hate to say it's not real because that's not right. It's
No, I agree. I know exactly where you're going, and I agree completely.
yeah.
Like,
It's real. It's just
yeah,
scripted.
and you have to know what you're doing. You'll hurt somebody. Like, I mean, you know what I mean. You know where
Oh yeah.
you know what I'm gonna say. Yeah, like, you have to be paying attention to. You have to be athletic. You know what I mean. Some of this stuff has to be.
Ben, if you pre-order today, yeah, you'll still be able to play today.
Yeah.
I highly doubt I'm using these pants because they don't work, but they look super cool.
Boots to asses.
Yeah. Dude, this is so fun. This is why, like, the deeper you get into, like, I'll be trying to fix one character and I'll see something else. I'm like, oh, I haven't seen this before.
Right.
And so then I'll jump in and I'll be jacking with, oh, I gotta, change this on Penny, or I gotta go over here and change this on G.
Oh,
Last night
yeah.
I actually used G's alternate outfit. I've had that made. That was his original first outfit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it happened right before the face cam, and I'm like, I don't really know what G looks like.
Right.
How almost dead on was that? Minus like the black goatee, but the mustard,
Mm-hmm.
like,
You did good with that one.
yeah. So I saw that and I'm like, oh, that's funny. But I'd already kind of released, like I'd already gone the other way with it. So I was like, we'll leave it this way, and eventually do something with it.
Is the face paint the one eye? Is that almost Sting stuff?
Yeah, like
The,
they've got like these little parts that are kind of close. They're about as close as you can get without doing it, you know?
love the
That
90 different versions of the Ultimate Warrior. That's
yeah.
funny.
And what's weird now with that is they can do that because he's not with us anymore. So
Yep. Yeah, that was weird too. You saw that when he got inducted and he, like, called it.
yeah. Yeah.
Got dude.
I can't find my pants. I wonder if they took them out.
I think that's it. Good on mine. Face wise, sorry, I'm got this whole Guile haircut with a full on beard and veins that would make Mr. Olympia jealous, you know?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. everybody I've created, they're like, well, that's like me, but not quite like that body. And I'm like, yeah, that's why it's a video game. Like, that's not my
Yeah,
body either.
yeah. Listen, when I create myself in Madden, I can't play NFL football. Let's just be honest about it here.
Right,
Like,
right.
not doing it for the realism.
That might have been my body like 20 years ago. I'm like, oh, cool.
Yeah, like
I can't.
shit.
It's
Yeah,
all
when I
good.
create myself in NBA 2K, I'm not 7'3", but it's fun to pretend.
Right. Okay. I think we're just gonna use these for now.
Look at these body tattoos. Some of these are really cool looking.
See, and I don't have all this stuff. Yeah, that's exactly right, Simba. That's exactly right. Guys, remember, if you're in the stream right now, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on bell notifications so you don't miss any time we go live, and yeah, it's much appreciated. Or if you don't like it, don't do any of that stuff.
Yeah,
That would be
we're
terrible.
not your parents. We don't
Yeah,
pressure you.
that would be terrible.
We don't. Yes.
This guy on YouTube said to subscribe. Now I got to watch this crap every single day. This is bullshit.
Yeah, this guy sucks. Nobody likes this guy.
But he said to do it, and like I happened to be on when he said it.
I'm a victim of peer pressure my entire
Yep.
adult life, so you will listen to me. I'll listen to anything anybody tells me.
This is crap.
Well, it's good times. So I always joked that I wanted. My girlfriend told me absolutely not, but I wanted a Venom tattoo to stretch from like one side of my back to the other. Like,
Right.
This almost looks like. Oh, I don't like the back tattoo of that. Never mind. There's almost exactly what I want.
Man, they have gotten better at some of this. Oh, I say that, and then But they have got better at some of the stuff on here. Oh, I'm so tattooing this onto somebody's face, though.
Miscellaneous images.
Yeah, now that I can actually upload images,
Yeah.
I can get back to doing that. So when you go to, this is just another like little pro tip.
Yeah.
When you go to put on an image, you can hit R3 and it'll change the mapping, and that's especially like good for tattoos.
Oh, okay. And you can like change the, I don't know, like where it sits on the body or how it sits.
Yeah, how it sits. So you probably don't see my screen.
Yeah, no, I can't. I have both going at the same time.
So if you look at this, we have the Totes head, right? That looks like this. And you see how it's cutting in, like it's smearing over the leg?
Oh, okay, and you can adjust.
And so then I would have to like, make it this skinny and then you're like, I don't really like that. Now I hit R3.
Mm-hmm.
See how big it is now?
Yes.
And now I can adjust it around. I can make it smaller again, but now it's not going to cut over. Now it's meant to do that.
Okay.
And it's the same thing with the tattoo. Like if you look at the arm tattoo, that's only one tattoo on his arm, but normally it would cut, and now it's not doing the cutting thing. So
where can I go get the TSW stuff?
So let me do this. Let me put my boots on here.
Community creation.
and then I will upload and download. I'm not even gonna put it. We'll come back. And I think we've already written it. So we'll come back to the Totes thing real quick. Let's back that up. About to save, yes. Yeah, I tried to tell people too. I'm like, look, if you get on here and you're watching me do like the creation thing, it is not super sexy.
No, it's boring as shit. I mean, I'm all about this stuff, so it's fun for me. But all right, so I have to save this guy real quick.
Yeah, and I'm not going to upload my guy. If you're done with yours, you can actually upload them to the thing.
I am not yet. I'm not even.
So let's go. Let's see. Community creations. Let me go to uploads.
Commander. My commander, not quite Commander Guile.
So it says I can upload 40 images. I think. No, I can upload 10 images. That's fine. That's going to be cool. Hey, that's kind of what you look like in that one, remember?
Yeah.
So now let me. I don't know why it just does what it does, but okay.
Oh.
What is going on with my deal here?
Online features are not acceptable for play until I did that.
Oh my gosh. You know what I had to do?
What?
I had to accept. You're talking about the terms of service right now, right?
Yes. Yep.
I had to accept the terms of service and restart my PlayStation. I did it like 14 times. Finally, I just restarted the PlayStation, came back in, and then the next time I did it, it asked me one more time when I restarted it, and then it worked.
Oh, now here we go. A password.
What is going on? Ah! This is ridiculous. Why is it stuck here?
Well, and my thought was I was going to put TSW across my back. Like the TSW logo you have. I was
Mm-hmm.
just going to like put it as a tattoo and like stretch it across my back. I thought that would be. Oh, did almost Commander Guile maybe have
I don't know. I don't understand why it's stuck on this screen. It's just stuck here.
Yeah, I see it's just kind of.
This doesn't make any sense. None of the buttons work. I have a feeling if I turn this game off, it's going to also close the stream down, and I'm going to have to restart the stream yet again. I'm against that idea, but it might. I don't think I have a choice.
You are signed into 2K account, gaining access to your My Faction and cross-network community creations.